Is this part of the change process from APC, knowing full well that we know how powerful Nigerian governors are? You already know what we're talking about, and when we get close to an election year, some of these governors who were not lucky to have their nominees picked, don't you think that could upset the apple cart of the APC when it's an election year?
The APC is a huge political family, and in a big family, yes, you've got to have some little disagreements here and there, and that is also the essence of politics. But what demonstrates maturity is the ability to handle this misunderstanding in such a way that they are not strong enough to disrupt the system. If I submit a name today, it is not picked, that is not the end, because there are other opportunities which we can tap. And so, as members of the same political family, I believe strongly too that the appointment of ministers will not upset the apple cart.
Just wondering though, you're from Benue State and you're from the majority ethnic group. There were some murmurings here and there about the nomination of Audu Ogbe being from a minority ethnic group in Benue State as well. Did you also share the murmurings of these other groups who felt that, you know, a thief man should have been appointed, you know, because they gave the votes to the APC in your state?
Well, you see, I am a minority within the context of the federation. In Benue State, we're the majority group. And you could recall that my uncle was in the struggle for minority rights, the late J. Staka. And we're always aware of our commitment to the minority cause, whether they're in Benue State or they're elsewhere. And in this issue of the nomination of Chief Audu Ogbe, a very competent and well-educated son of Nigeria of Benue State extraction from the Idoma group, generated a little murmur here and there. And obviously, anytime an appointment is made, there is no way you can run away from it. What they were arguing essentially was that during the 4 years of Jonathan presidency, all the ministers of cabinet rank were Idoman, and that in the last 4 years, 2 of them were Idoma, and Mrs. Sarah Ochekwe, the husband is from Benue, and Abba Moro, a friend of mine, was Sarah was for water resources, Abba Moro was for internal affairs, interior. And so they said, why not a change now? That I should go to the team people. Actually, they voted en masse for General Buhari. But we have supported the nomination of Audu Ogbe. And we did it with every sense of responsibility. Myself, our governor, Dr. Otom, and Senator Barnabas Kimade, and others. And we did so because we want to show Nigerians that, yes, we are not against this candidature because he comes from a minority group or because they didn't vote for General Buhari. We do it because we believe it's also honorable. And we believe that other things will also come our way under the Buhari presidency.
Let me bring this question before we go. It comes from Uhuano, who says, please ask the senator if it's unconstitutional to have youths between 25 to 40 years as ministers. He thinks the young ones also need to grow.
Our party has a very, very vibrant policy for the youth of this country. We believe that you young men are leaders of tomorrow, and we have to prepare you today. And we have to start from the basics. We have to start from the local government level to the top. But if you go to the constitution of the APC, so much entrenched for the youth. And when we begin to unfold, they're going to benefit quite a lot. 25 years cannot make you a minister. You fall short of that. 20. You say 25 years.
25 to 40, that bracket.
Well, okay, that bracket. And the youths, a very, very important component of our society, and I believe they form over 40% of the population of this country. And I want to assure the questioner that he should exercise a little bit of patience and see as the whole machinery of government begins to unfold now with the constitution of the cabinet. Youths will certainly be brought on board.
Why was Ibeto's nomination withdrawn? Can you tell us?
Well, quite frankly, I wouldn't know. But what I do know is that there was a letter from the president to the president of the Senate withdrawing the nomination of His Excellency Ibeto, the former deputy governor of Niger State. I know that may not be the reason, but I do know that there were some petitions that one area was loaded, so and at the expense of one senatorial zone. It was very intense. So perhaps that informed the decision of Mr. President to ensure balance in these appointments. That's all I can say about that.
Okay, so are we going to have more screening today?
Yes, more names came to us, and as I say, I'm no longer part of leadership. I was a minority leader, and today I am Senator George Akume.
Do you feel bad about that?
No.
Are you settled with the leadership in the Senate?
No, I have never ever over-struggled for any office. When I wanted to become, people told me to run. In 1998, I thought it was a joke. We prayed over it. God gave us the direction. And I contested against a formidable man in terms of resources, in terms of experience. And I still won handsomely. I won round and square in 2003. I still won. 2007, I won my election. 2011, as an opposition politician, I still was successful. So you can see, it's no question of over struggle. I don't have voting ambition. What is mine will come my way. If it doesn't, so be it. Right, wish everybody good luck.
Let me put this one in before we go. We really have to go. Do you think that former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, will be cleared in the light of the petitions that are making the rounds?
Well, I don't want to take a leap into the future. We want to look at the report which will be submitted to plenary from the Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions Committee. We'll look at the content of the investigation. And if we're satisfied that Amaechi, Rotimi Amaechi has no case, then certainly he will be cleared. And that's what I want to say.
Thank you very much indeed. Senator George Akume is a former minority leader, a member of the APC. He's happy with that position, as he tells us. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go away.